Adipose. Adipose tissue often looks very pale on stained sections because most of what's there is fat, is stored triglycerides, and that those wash out in the process of fixing the tissue. So here's a typical sample. It has some blood vessels in the center, and those are surrounded by a large section of adipose tissue. So in order to see this better, we'll increase the magnification. Here we go. This has a slightly different stain on it. It's it's a particular stain for connective tissue, and it helps us see adipose tissue a little bit better. So this is a pair of blood vessels, but what we're interested here is in the adipose. So I'm going to sneak in a little bit more. What you see are are cells with just a thin rim of cytoplasm. That's what's staining, and the cells are sort of different shapes. They're closely adhering, and they are referred to as adipocytes or adipocytes. The center of the cell looks empty, and in fact, on the slide it is. In life, this would be filled with fat. Let's go up a little bit closer. And so here's an adipocyte. Here's one, here's one, here's one. You'll notice an occasional capillary. Their nuclei are forced into the edges, and so sometimes you see them as a little bit of a dark spot. That might be a nucleus. And then you'll see these small capillaries. There are extensive blood vessels throughout adipose tissue because your body is constantly dropping off the triglycerides or the fat that's stored there and constantly picking it back up to use it for fuel or to move it around in your body. So these are adipocytes, thin layer of cytoplasm, uh, quite a few small blood vessels throughout. Nuclei are squished up against the edge of the cell and really very difficult to see, maybe that one. And that's adipose tissue.